Like,
Engaging.
Lucas is a psychopath. When everyone's talking for like 5 minutes, he stands completely still and does nothing. I've never seen that before. And then it's
He's just not at his keyboard.
maybe, but then
think of that shit. He just leaves.
oh yeah, he is, because as soon as he pulls, he jumps on the spot repeatedly.
Jumping gives me more DPS games.
So Lucas is a psychopath confirmed. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I feel when I play my Demon Hunter, definitely. The more you jump, the more you do.
You guys are all just mages in disguise. Psychopath confirmed. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I feel when I
Fire
play
mages
my Demon
specifically.
Hunter, definitely.
Who do you
the more
think
jump,
taught
the
the
more
fire
you do.
mages?
You guys are all just mages in disguise. Some person who has way too much energy.
Yeah, I feel when I play my Demon
Specifically.
Hunter,
Fired up.
definitely.
Who do you
the more
think
jump,
taught
the
the
more you
fire?
do. Oh, we can grab those dudes. I just noticed those eradicators are the ones we pull later, and they spawn here. Ones that are going to the left.
Fucking get him.
I didn't know what they were doing.
Do him dirty.
Well, mine's live now anyway.
What for choice then?
Imagine being the only paladin for Scolex and still not going devotion on.
The worst.
I just realized. And I have
Good thing you
no-
didn't need
Saved
like
you.
the yeah,
That would have saved you dying.
right.
It's only 40%.
It's only 3%.
Oh, shit.
That's enough.
Okay, yeah. Maybe it stops somebody else from dying, but then like, if they, I don't really care about people dying. If I have wings up,
Especially if you have Witchibitioner on.
yeah, I encourage it. The fight's really easy to get quantum device stats on though for the tanks because nobody's allowed near us, so it doesn't get sucked in by mana or anything.
I'm sure I'll find a way.
All I heard was sucked in. You shouldn't be disappointed at this point, you should just be accepting it.
Can still accept something you're disappointed in.
That's what my parents said.
Joke? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I was going to make a dick joke, but, you know, let's just go there then.
I thought the dick joke's worse.
Yeah, why would your
It just
parents
makes me a bit
want you to
sad.
do that?
Look, petty sex is a thing, alright, people?
With your parents?
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Kaylee likes to keep it in the family.
Wait, that's Kelly? Holy shit, he sounds so different.
Whoever joined and just left joined at the worst.
That is the shroud.
I do we're not clear enough for BOEs?
Oh, I mean, you can go for the areas. Fuck it.
Can we clear it for wipe again?
Yeah.
I think
I'm kind of frightened right now.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Where's the creation catalyst at?
Don't
Is
pull
it
the
in
guys to the left.
Just
South of zero.
South. Zero. Up in
The
the
quest
there's a
will
quest
let
to
you
go there.
spawning.
You don't have to do the quest there.
You have to do the
Yeah.
campaign.
You
quest.
get
Yeah.
500 flux if you
We
do the quest.
don't pull the guys.
There's bolts on up there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you touch the guys to the left, they keep spawning, and then eventually you can come up with the big dude.
There's some new guys still left. I pulled the
All I
other
heard was if you
Oh,
touch
BOE.
them, you get a big dude.
Do we?
Do we?
You and Rolls.
Yep.
Rolls gonna be
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
Thank the Lords! We can afford
Oh.
repair bills!
Oh, second one.
Is that two of them?
Two, good shit.
Alright,
Oh,
since
yeah.
Bemused just,
man.
since Bemused
Just
is
put
not
it
in the
straight-
raid, am I
Put
trading
a string
back to
guild
one?
chest.
Right.
Just put a string guild
Fecky.
chest.
Oh,
Drop a
yeah,
guild
you
chest,
get
put it in, I'll take it out and I'll go sell
Actually,
it.
don't give it to Fecky. He sells things and then doesn't remember that he sells them. All of Jandy's belongings.
Yeah.
We have an
Keep
arrangement,
me out
okay?
here.
Knowing
This
Fecky,
picture-
he'll equip it on accident.
Whoa. Our arrangement was I get to raid.
Just
And,
picturing
where am I?
Jandy like sitting on the
Where?
floor, not wearing anything but socks, because Fecky sold all his clothes and his equipment.
Does he still
No.
have a pile of, like, what do you call
Cigarettes.
them? Yeah, but like the little burnt bit at the end of it. Oh my god, just a piled up ashtray. Let's just go there.
What?
Thank you. Yes. Does
You
Jandy
got
have a
all the
pile of
butts.
butts?
A pile of butts.
It's the only butt Jandy can get.
The
Shit.
answer is no. Right, that's my garage, and I have completely cleaned that shit out.
Shit.
I'm proud of you, DJ.
There's no butts in your garage.
Nope.
There's no buts about that.
It's amazing what online ridicule.
I'm
can
gonna
do.
be pulling the boss to reset.
I did it before I even joined this guild. Come on.
Sure.
He didn't say it was our ridicule.
Watch way. Run so funny.
How far do we run?
Oh, I didn't make it all the way up, so unlucky
Oh,
synergies.
crucial.
Oh, someone else needs to log.
If it walked like half a centimeter up synergies, you would have been fine.
Someone should be logging, because I'm not there.
If you like amused, I've put it in the 4 raid leaders tab. It is a cloak.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna take that. Just accidentally lose it.
Has anyone noticed how, because of the creation catalyst, like completely changes the stats of the item you want to swap, people will want to keep their poorly statted, like high level items,
Yes.
because when they swap it, it'll become like their best stats.
You got
What
no
do you mean?
chance.
I took from my vault this week.
It only
shoulders.
turns
Shit.
into the raid gear though, so it's not gonna like you can't change all sorts of different items into.
Is that the same for off tier? For off
Yes.
tier?
Yes.
It does convert, and it's not tier, but it converts them to raid versions. Yeah.
Yeah, but what
It'll
one?
show you
Because
which one.
there's,
It'll
there's
show
like,
you.
It'll. You
Oh,
have to
okay.
put it in there to figure out what the stats are.
So it'll just pick one of the 2 belts or one of the 2 boots.
No.
or
It'll
cloaks.
be the same item every time.
It'll be the same every
secondary
time.
stats every
Yeah,
time.
so you could go look it up
Unless you
now and
transport.
know what each one's gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
got a
through the
shit vault
transport, too.
on my paladin, but then one of them was 278 gloves, and they had indestructible, and I'm like, okay, then I guess they're tier 278 gloves now.
Alrighty. Should we do refresh on fight and then do a couple pulls and then break? Or should we have a quick break now?
I'd prefer to
Couple
break
pulls.
first.
Cool.
Still
Uh,
spamming.
We can do pause.
You can pull me before or after, Vicky, I don't mind.
Why not both?
We do have a few people that haven't done it yet, so maybe some pulls would be best.
Sweet. So, people who haven't come along before, and actually people that have come along last week, we really want to focus on dodging the rings wherever possible this time. Looking back on the video, we take a lot of damage from those rings. That's even when just the 2 rings come out and we just let ourselves get hit by those. That's doing a lot of fucking damage, and I think that's sitting our healers in the back foot. And I actually saw like us wipe completely too, just too much damage ticking up from that. So wherever possible, we want to use our blinks to get across the halo. If you vent there and you've got the Door of Shadows, I'm pretty sure it's on a 1 minute cooldown, so there's no reason why you can't dodge every ring, or at least one of each ring that comes through. If you want to dodge the second one and the second lot that come out, that would be awesome. Yeah, I think with Night Fae it might be a little bit more difficult because the rings are only 1 minute apart, and your Night Fae ability is 1.5, if I'm correct.
Yep.
So you want to say,
I could definitely do the first one though, and maybe or the second one at the very least, just because it'll be up by the 30 set.
yeah, the one we really want to make sure you've got your blinks and things for is for the 3 minute rings. So you'll work it out in a couple pulls, hopefully. But yeah, really important that we all focus on dodging those as much as possible and not just taking it and making the healers suffer. We're doing the immune strat again. So Shanae, you're the only person that hasn't done this. So basically,
I was watching all last week, so
That is technically incorrect.
Yeah, but you won't. You can't get them. You can't get
No,
them.
but it is still technically incorrect. I still haven't done it.
Sure, that's fine.
So I have to
Making
like
sure.
make sure I'm the closest. If I'm soaking, I have
Yes,
to make sure I'm
you
the
have to
closest
be on.
range.
You basically have to play melee when
Okay.
it's your turn.
And should I be speccing into reduce cooldown?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
I mean, gun. What does gun do? I mean, you can probably go off him.
If he's going number 4, it's probably going to be irrelevant. So it shouldn't be a background.
True.
Yeah, you can have Born to be Wild. I don't know if I should have that though, but it's a talent. And then there's the Conduit as well that reduces it again.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if I should spec into one or both.
One's okay, but both is, like, for me at least, both better because I get the turtle to come back at the end. So, but yeah, for you, probably just.
Alright, I'll go Born to be Wild anyway.
Yeah, it's a good talent.
I'm gonna chuck that second BOE and go Binkerson.
Ideally, we want to be saving Luxem's bop for when there's going to be rings and a barrage coming out, as it gets quite difficult for whoever should be basing that to get into position. But obviously, if we need to use it as a backup, we will.
Will you be calling for the soaks, or do we have a set order?
Yeah, I will be calling them, but you're the fourth one.
Sweet.
It'll be, quite far into the fight. Kaylee, I've got you down. Invoke on the first Dominion, Revival on the second, Invoke on the third Dominion. We'll see how we go with that.
I don't know the markers, so taking out to put them on.
Oh, fuck. What a pain.
Put the screenshot in Discord.
Make Vicky do work.
But look, he can't multitask. Now it's like.
I know, I'm kidding.
No fact.
Oh, are you offering? You're right, you really can't multitask. He's not even responding to my jokes.
I'm on push to talk.
I learned about taking out multitasking in dungeons a long time ago.
Look, I gotta reorientate myself here. It's hard.
So, are you still take him to dungeons, Raven?
No, I don't take myself to dungeons.
That's a fair point.
Are the rings scripted and mythic, or are they still random?
So they're still random and to an extent, but for the triple ring, if the triple ring starts on nipple, it means we will be dodging at skull. We'll be going to blue and we'll be blinking into skull. And if it starts at skull, we'll be going to X and blinking into nipple.
Okay.
Aside from that, it's always the first two will still be like skull and green. They'll be the first two rings and teleporting around the same way.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Also, where the green thing is where you guys can all start, so we're not scattered all around the thing. You guys can come to this side. Ads are very important. Please swap to ads literally the second you see them. Stop doing anything on the boss, please.
More lock rocks.
Have we
more lock.
shared the bait we core of people not here?
No, that's a really good idea.
We haven't.
That bait week or never worked for me.
Yeah, it didn't work for me either.
I just didn't notice it.
With you all.
I mean, I call out to base and people don't move fast enough anyway.
What's that bait? Is it for the barrage?
Yeah, so range just
not the barrage.
So it's a range thing, is it?
No.
Especially important for range, but important for everybody to be basing on the right side. So it's the arc that we want to be basing towards the outside of the platform, as it makes it a lot easier for everyone to dodge. There's a couple of tricky parts where we'll be moving the boss and the raid pretty much across the platform, and then there'll be an arc coming out during that seems to clip a lot of range, especially the ones that seem to be moving a bit slower than the others. So when I ask everyone to move, please move a bit quicker.
For the barrage, it's just the 4 people. Just need to know what they're there. And if you get targeted with one, and you're not part of the immunity group, in case myself or Becky misses it, please just say your name and just like ask for a bot or something, and then I'll try and get it to you in time. If I, had changed my talents to include spellboarding.
Sorry, quickly for the immunity strat then. So we're just
getting
getting people to sub in it.
Can I have a tome, please? I actually don't have spell warding.
Just make
Yeah,
sure you don't
'cause-
stand in it or it'll hit you.
I just want to double check we weren't doing the other one, which is, everyone stand in the first one, leave the second one alone kind of deal.
Nah.
No, that's
So you don't
fine.
need to do that because it just targets whoever the closest range is.
Right, yeah, gotcha.
Thanks,
Gun
much
figure that out
appreciated.
for us. Alright, let's do it. Get some pulls in.
Sorry, just changing my talents. I didn't have spell warding because of statics.
What's wrong with the camera?
Remember to taunt out as instantly pull it off you, basically.
Yeah.
His voice must prevail. Destructive vibrato.
First sailor coming out, making sure you're not standing on top of each other.
Hopping to the core straight away.
Spreading out for the halo. Alright, don't soak. Another call coming up, get ready to switch to it. Switching ASAP.
Dissonant chord.
I taunted a bit earlier.
Don't soak. Teleport, I think, after this.
Yep. You want to stack up?
The pattern unfolds. Harmony will not be silenced.
Alright, Halo's going to be coming up. We're going to be moving here and making sure ranged move really fast.
Moving
so
to
you
spell
don't get
blue.
facing the arc that's coming up in 5.
Dissonant chord.
Second ring's coming through.
This ad's not dying.
Stand on each other.
That
So,
ad's still not dying. He got like 3 pulls. Yeah. What killed everyone there?
People standing on each other.
The Halo.
Pulls for me.
Yeah, I think I went over
Just
the
jump
Halo.
off.
Me and someone else kind of accidentally converged on each other.
if someone else is logging, could you post it to the lodge channel, please?
40 plus, I think. Keep bowling.
On the rock, on the rock.
Is anyone looking?
I'll live log now.
Thanks.
Yep. You can shut out, you
Yeah,
can
I
shut out the
wasn't
bubble.
as quick on the calls for the arc coming out as for the Halo coming out as it could have been. But reminder, those Halos there, we should be looking to teleport or avoid one of those as they come through. Because once again, we did take a lot of damage from that, and I was also guilty of getting hit by both of them.